Good evening. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I hope you are doing well. Write me type in the chat. Video sound is okay. Hello. Good evening. Welcome on English session during 90-day run with the Sense Tribe. My name is Jiri. I'm Ruby manager from Czech Republic. And today I will be your guide through today's coaching. It will be very brisk, no fluff, and we will share best practices, how to open conversations, how to pivot, and then we will have some technique that will help you reopen some conversation that you maybe not use the best way during the sprint. Before we start, we can have some couple more minutes for others and write me, where are you from? Which country, which city, so we can see diversity here. I'm in Brno, in Czech Republic. Today we have one celebrity from our team, which is Michelle Oxley.
Hardly.
London, perfect. London, Italy. Croatia, dobar dan, dragi moj, dobar dan. Dobar dan. UK, New Jersey, Wales. Serbia, dobar dan. Buonasera a tutti. It's funny that we have English speaking session, but anyway, we have people from all countries. Anyway, if you have right now like 1 minute and you don't have paper, immediately go bring it, because today we will share best practices like golden nuggets for how to lead conversation in the most effective way. Today we will have like 2 parts. First is coaching and second one will be blitz hour. So we will do activities right now. For the last part, I have one special technique that will help you also open the stuff or reopen conversation, which were like not well navigated in last months. Okay, guys, I think we are ready to start. So first part will be held by Michelle Oxley. Michelle, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Michelle, before we start, how you started your 90-day run? Because first week is already gone and the second one is one of the hardest. So how you feel, how you started?
Actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I think the preparation helped. Definitely the preparation helped. And the momentum in the team and everyone is still absolutely buzzing. They are loving it. So yeah, I still have hair. It might not be my own, but it's still in there. Whether or not I will have it on the 1st of June, I don't know. But it's my birthday on the 2nd, so I'm just working to that.
So you have to stay alive till your birthday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Michelle, let's share your secrets how to open the conversation like most effective way, because I know some people are looking for some like secret or magical technique like Harry Potter, like something magical, but you know, and we both know there is no such a thing. So give us your best practices.
The secret sauce. Okay, so I hope that you have got a pen and paper, as Uri said. So welcome, thank you so much. This is my first training that I've done for the wider Essence Tribe. I've got my team on tonight rooting for me, so I hope you enjoy it. I will try and speak slower for anyone whose first language isn't English. However, I do have so much to go through, and as my team will tell you, I do like to talk. So I will try and go as fast as I can without completely throwing you off with the language situation. Iri's given me 15 minutes, so let's see how we get on. So I teach using analogies. That is the way that I like to teach. So you are going to hear lots of references to supermarket aisles, dinner tables, and lots of different everyday situations, because I believe that if you can relate the situation within your business to a day-to-day situation, it helps it stick in here, which helps when you're actually doing the actions. So for me, I like to work with my imagination. I do a lot of visualization, meditation. So working with analogies is really important. So I hope you find this helpful. So there may be the occasional word I will try and not slip out with. So let's say this training is rated PG. But today's focus is how to open natural conversations on social media using anything from a hello straight through to would you like to join the business. So I'm going to cover the first part of the conversations, and then Uri is going to talk about the pivot into how we can turn it into the opportunity. So opening a conversation is more about mindset than it is scripts. I don't believe in scripts personally. I find them old-fashioned. They're a very early 2000s way of running a business, inauthentic. And we've all had the messages come through when you've accepted a friend request or someone has started following you and it's this long and it's like somebody has just verbally vomited into Messenger and you're like, whoa, hello, thank you. It's not professional and people don't respond to it anymore. Maybe back in the day, but they don't. And what you have to remember when it comes to sales or opportunities, these are people at the end of the phone or on the other side of Messenger. These are people with homes, with families that you're speaking to. They're not prospects that we're out to get for our team. We should never be saying that we're out to get people. We are there to help people. And that is what we're for. So you need to think about them as people, which is why we're not going to be using scripts. So people say that messaging strangers feels inauthentic, but we do this every single day in real life. But what you have to remember is because these people are real people, you don't know what they're dealing with behind the scenes. So when you send somebody a message, if they don't reply straight away, or worse, if they read it and then they don't reply, don't automatically think, oh my God, why have they not replied? They hate me. I'm a really bad person. Oh no, I'm never going to do this again. Oh my God, no, that's it. I'm going back to work in a supermarket. No. It might be that they read the message and then they go, oh, I've got to go and get the kids from school. I'll answer that later. And then they forget. Ask my team or my family. I am the worst for it. But here's the thing. Social media shows highlights, not struggles. So we don't know what people are going through in the background. The person that is posting that they got an award at work may have a boss who is a bully. The person who has posted that they love seeing their children perform at cheerleading at the weekend may have a husband that they're desperate to leave because they are suffering abuse. The person who posts their holiday that they've been on with their spouse may be suffering with crippling debts. They may have bailiffs knocking on the door. You don't know what people are posting about. It's a snapshot in time in their life. So you could be offering someone a solution to a problem that nobody out there knows that they've got apart from themselves. You could be that lifeline for them. And I know from my experience over the years, very often you are that lifeline. So your goal is not to sell or get anyone for your team. Your goal is to start a conversation, to find the need, to fulfill that need. So I'm going to give you my first analogy. So I like to think of Facebook or Instagram as a supermarket. Now, the reason I use this with the team is because whether you are a man, a woman, whether you are Sandro and you are here, there, and everywhere, and you have massive businesses, you still go to a supermarket. You don't have to be a mum at home with children to go to a supermarket. We all go to a supermarket. So you imagine you are pushing your trolley down the aisle of the supermarket and you see someone you recognize, a Facebook friend. Okay. So you see this Facebook friend and you wouldn't walk past them and, oh my God, well, you might if you were my husband or someone that doesn't like people, but you wouldn't walk past them generally. You would stop and you'd say hi. So that's exactly what opening a conversation is. You're going down the aisle in the supermarket, you see them, you stop, you say hi. You're simply stopping to say hello. But what you're going to do is you're going to do differently to your warm market to what you do with your cold market. So we've got our trolley, we're walking down the aisle, we see Sandra down the aisle, and we recognize her from Facebook and we stop and we say hi. So if Sandra is our warm market, we all know what warm market includes: people that either personally know you or you have interacted with before. You need to reconnect naturally, just like you would in real life. So I see Sandra, she's my warm market. I say, hi, Sandra, how are you? How was your daughter's graduation last week? Because she's your warm market, you know she's got her daughter's graduation. Hi, Sandra, how are you? Have you gone back to work yet after your operation? There you go. It's a genuine thing that you are saying. You are referencing something from their job, their children, holidays, achievements, something like that. Add a genuine compliment. I always do this because people never say it enough as it should. People never compliment people enough. And especially if I go into a restaurant, the server's name, I always use the server's name. Or a checkout, I always use the checkout girl's name, because very often these people, they're seen as autonomous. They don't have a name. They're just seen as someone who is bringing the food. If you use their name, then it's very special to them. And in real life situations, that's very important. The amount of servers I've recruited over the years onto my team, I used to be known as, we're going out for a team meal, watch Michelle recruit the server, because I see them as people on a minimum wage usually. So add a genuine compliment. Oh my God, Sandra, your hair is looking amazing. Obviously, if it's not, don't say that, because chances are she knows it's not. Sandra, I saw your picture on Facebook last week. You decorated your bedroom. I love that colour. That is so nice. Anyway, how did your daughter's graduation go? Compliment and question. Always finish with an open question, whether it's sales, recruiting, messaging, anything you are doing, even commenting on someone's profile. If you do commenting on Facebook rather than Instagram, or even Instagram, when you go on there, don't just put, good morning, hun. Good morning. No. Good morning. Wow, that looks lovely. What was it like? Even on the messages when you are commenting on their profile, open question. An open question starts with what, when, where, why, who, and how. They can't answer it with a yes or a no, which will give you the to and fro. So it will help the conversation that you're opening. It will help it start to flow. The goal of a warm market conversation is to restart that relationship without mentioning business and lead into the business. And I just want to say this, and I probably will repeat it for cold market. But when you talk to someone in the supermarket, I'm still talking to Sandra. She's telling me how her daughter's graduation's going. 99% of the time, I get asked, well, I've seen you on Facebook. Looks like you're doing really well. What is it you're doing now? Are you still with that company? Oh my God, Sandra, it is going amazing. Do you know what? You would love it. You would absolutely love it. We've had so much fun. I've just got back from Rome. It was wonderful. Or if it doesn't lead into that, you will get, oh yeah, daughter's graduation was great. Oh my God, it's cost so much. I've had to do extra shifts. It always leads into either them moaning about work or lack of money or asking you about yours. Now, here's the thing I tell my team time and time again, and they're going to laugh now because they know they're going to hear it tonight. We were born with 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, because we should listen more and speak less. I don't always take that advice, but we should. Because the more you listen, the more you will see the routes that you can go into with that person about the opportunity. There is always a reason for someone to need this opportunity, whether it is money, community, time, whatever it is, there is always a need. So the goal with warm market is to restart the conversation. Cold market conversations. Now, these are people that you haven't spoken to before. Now, can we cold message? Absolutely. Now, I know some people say it's unprofessional, but I think if you speak to any mentor, whether it is Eric Worre, Rob Sperry, Fraser Brooks, Sandro, during their career, they have done a mixture of cold market and warm market cold messages and warm messages. They have to. There is absolutely no way on God's earth, and I would get anybody to show me their messages and show me that I am wrong, that these people that have got to the top have never, ever sent a cold message. They work. Some people don't like conversations. Some people prefer the direct approach. I do find that that is also very cultural. I know in America, when I was building in the USA for a previous company, they prefer the direct approach. They don't want any, hey girl. They just want you to go in, say why you're there, move on. Bless you, Jesus, is what they always say. Thank you so much. That is so lovely. It's not for me. Bless you, Jesus. Bye. And that's it. Gone. Gone. So if you want to open a cold market conversation, because you need to find what this person needs. So you need to find something on their profile that you can relate to. So let's imagine you are in the supermarket and you are stood in the laundry section. Now, we all have done this at some point, stood in the laundry section. We're picking up each bottle to smell to see which one we like. Obviously not now because we use Chogan laundry. But you're smelling and someone comes next to you. I would be as bold to say, oh, that one smells really nice. What do you think? Open up a conversation. But then I would say, oh, I love that top, or that dress is really nice. I would start a genuine conversation. So when it comes to Facebook and Instagram, have a look through someone's profile and see something that they've posted about that you can relate to. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean, I'm not telling you to lie here. So, for example, I am not a cat person, but I have 4 dogs. I would not message someone and say, oh my Lord, I love your bald cat. Where did you get it from? It's amazing. I would compliment them on their car before I complimented them on their cat. But I would message someone who had dogs and say, "Oh, your dog is so cute. What's it called? Here's a picture of mine. Tell me about your dog." I would start the conversation like that. People love talking about animals, children, and themselves. Now, you have to be really careful with children. Obviously, if you are one of the older generation or very young generation within the business, you don't have children, please don't go in and say your children look really cute, because you'll get reported. But if you have a child of a similar age and they live near you and their child is doing gymnastics, you could message them and say, "Hi, Sarah, I know we've not spoken before, but I notice you live in my area and your daughter does gymnastics. My daughter is considering it too. Whereabouts do you take her? Is it any good?" Find something on their profile. And here's the thing, you attract people like you. Your niche is people like you. So you should be inboxing people like you. So always start with a genuine compliment. Follow the compliment again with a question. So, like I said, your dog is gorgeous. What breed is it? What's its name? So talk about something that you genuinely relate to. Please be authentic. If you wouldn't say it in real life, don't say it online. So I never use the word hun. I very rarely, there's certain words I don't use. I prefer voice notes. Voice notes when you are making conversations is amazing. I have noticed that some people are funny taking voice notes from people they don't know. So maybe with a cold message, start it with a very short typed message. But what I always do, because I prefer voice notes, I will send the first message typed and then I will say, "Am I okay to voice note? Because I can't be typing all this." Usually, "Yeah, of course, of course." And that's when they hear my voice, they know that I'm a real person, and we have a chatty conversation. So you need to think about choosing your people. You're building a team of people that you would have round to your house for coffee. So ask yourself, would I invite this person for coffee? Find people who match your vibe and your interests. Don't be afraid to unfollow people. Don't be afraid to get rid of people on your social feed, to unfriend people. If someone is being negative, if someone is just not your vibe and they would be awful in the business, then unfriend them. Don't be scared to do that, because there is someone around the corner who is just perfect for your business. You obviously, like I said, you need to listen more than you speak. Ask questions, let the other person talk. If you listen well, the conversation will naturally develop. Use open questions. If the opportunity doesn't come up, don't force it into the first conversation. End the chat naturally and positively. So, Sandra, oh my God, I'm so glad that graduation went well. I'm going to go and have a look on your profile now for the pictures, and I'll have a look and I'll go and comment on some. And then just leave it. Then wait a couple of days. And this is the gold ticket. If there is any secret sauce that you need, this is it. So, you've had your conversation with Sandra. We've discussed her dog. We've talked about her daughter's graduation. There we are. We've left the supermarket. We've gone home. A couple of days later, I'm going to message Sandra. And I'm going to say, "Sandra, this is going to sound really random, strange, whichever word you would rather use. But since we were last speaking, I keep thinking about you. Not in a weird way, promise." And I would throw that in because that's the sort of thing I would say, make a joke out of it. We were talking about my job and you was asking how it was going and all this sort of stuff. And you mentioned your daughter's graduation, how expensive it had been. I didn't say anything at the time because I didn't think it would be for you. Now, that line is really important because you are telling them, well, I didn't think it would be for you. And what will they do psychologically? They will think, oh, why is it not for me? Am I not good enough? But do you know what? I really think you would love this business. And even more than that, I would love to work with you. I think we would have a really, really good time working together. I think you're amazing. And I think this would do so much for your life and financially, definitely it would. How would you like some more information? Shall we have a conversation? Let's jump on a call. So end the chat naturally and positively the first time, wait a couple of days, reference the previous conversation, say you enjoyed speaking to them, and then offer information about the opportunity. It works so well for me, especially if you are someone who is scared to do this. So people worry about moving from small talk to business. And I have had some people say to me, I don't like messaging, it feels so inauthentic. But like I always say, you wouldn't walk past somebody that you knew in a supermarket. So why would you scroll past them without saying hello? It's not inauthentic. What is inauthentic about someone getting someone help to move house? Help to stop them from feeling sick every time that postman walks down that driveway and goes to the door. There is nothing inauthentic about that. So when it comes to moving that conversation from, hi, Sandra, how was the graduation? Then Iri is going to talk about this in Pivot. But I just want to give my take on it before I finish. Think about conversations around the dinner table. You're sat there with your partner, your wife, your husband, your children. Do conversations flow around the table, one after the other, after the other? How was this? Yes, that was great. Yes, I thought it was great. I thought it was great. No. Topics jump from one thing to another. Conversations don't flow in straight lines. Only last night we were sat around the dinner table with our adult children, and one of them was talking about a documentary that they'd watched on Netflix. And then we sat there was a break for about half a second, and I went, oh, forgot to tell you, I saw our old neighbour in the supermarket the other day. Oh my God, you should see him. These things pivot in real life, so why would it be unusual for it to pivot in a message? So after a few exchanges, people often mention work, lifestyle, or money, and those are the things that create the natural opening to introduce the opportunity. And this is where Iri will explain now how to pivot the conversation. And just remember those things. Find something that you can relate to, something you can talk about genuinely, pay them a compliment, and use open-ended questions. I hope that has helped. I hope you understood me as I was speaking. Yes?
Michelle, thanks a lot. I'm not surprised with such a genuine conversation. You were so fast, Sapphire, in your country. Thanks. And I really want to connect because what I really see that Michelle is real human, which is best tactic how to have multiple conversation. To be completely open, I'm more like straightforwarded. So I will share with you couple tips how to go from open conversation to the business. Write me on a scale 1 to 10, where are you right now? 10 means that you are very self-esteemed in your conversation, you know what to do, so how to start, how to pivot, how to close. Or 1, that you are lost. Because to give you good guidance, I need to know where are you right now. One. Okay, 1, 4, 5. Hey, Mamma Mia. Thought you would.
Oh, come on. Do you
Come
know,
on.
there's some of my team here, they're selling
Hey, but
themselves
look,
short.
Michelle, they are here to learn, so they may be a little undersell their skills. Guys, look, let's take little business approach. What Michelle taught teach you, it's like best. I'm more sales guy, so I will give you also how you can go from different perspective for different contacts. Because if you have business people around you, how I handle all conversations. The idea behind all recruiting and all messaging. Look, who from you have sometimes like bad feeling in your stomach when you have to contact people? Uh, like you don't enjoy it. Like, why should I? Maybe it's better when they contact me. Look, who has this? This strange feeling about messaging people is a little weird. Guys, easy. For me, it's best part. I really enjoy opening conversations because I love celebrating success of people in my team, and I'm really, really happy when I'm witness of how my people grow. So it's basically about how to reframe this situation. You will be a very strong recruiter if you enjoy the process. Most of the people want to open a conversation just to get enough new first lines. But with this approach, you'll be never best. Look, how I reframe recruiting and opening conversation. Let's imagine that you are opening ice cream shop in your city. Like everybody loves ice cream, right? So easy business. And you can do ad campaign. So when you open your ice cream shop, you have to do advertisement. Don't think like, I have to sell ice cream to everyone. No, just think as an ad campaign. And you can, of course, pay by ad campaign or you can do it by word, by messaging. First of all, of course, you had already your list. First of all, what gives you boost through the 90-day run, make declaration post on your social media because most of you work like James Bond, like secret agent. Like I tell no one that I'm in this business, and when I'm successful, I will tell everyone. Like it's same logic as okay, when I will be successful, I can tell the people that I'm in the business. Opposite. So my request or my tip for you for today, call to action. No, okay, not today, but tomorrow, your picture on social media and just like 3 sentences, no like big story. Just after a couple months of my like overthinking, I decided to jump into new business or new industry. I will be pleased to talk to you in next weeks. Just post it on social media. If you haven't done this, big like thumbs. Why? People will be more curious and it will help you start with conversation and people will understand that you are doing something new. So all your conversation is just about informing people that there is something new in your life. But before you do that, when I'm talking to people, of course, you can compliment the kids and the stuff. It's very good. And what I'm doing in these opening conversations, I'm looking for 5 areas of life. Like I'm looking for missing puzzle. What I mean by that? Let's imagine that you are in the aisle of Chogen and another person is on the different aisle. And you need to make a bridge between those islands, right? Of course, you will start with genuine conversation about your family, the job. And to make a bridge, I'm looking for a puzzle, which might be maybe someone wanna change their lifestyle or ladies like feel better, look better, smell better. Someone wanna new community and have different people around. When you have the puzzle, then you can pivot. So then you can build the bridge and help person. Hey, maybe you are missing this. Oh, maybe we have something like you are looking for on our island. Maybe you can look. So that's the idea. First of all, I make campaign and I just wanna tell people that something new happens in my life. I made the decision to jump into new industry. This is super important because some people need time to like connect you into different industry because maybe you are from completely different business, different job, and some people know you for like for 10 years that you are like dentist, and now you are different business, right? So as soon as people understand that there is something different in your life, the faster they will be open to talk to you. It's very important. So I'm looking for a puzzle. First is a product. Second is community. Third is personal development. Some people feel like they are behind in life and they need some like change in mindset. They want a new perspective on life. Fourth, some people want second income or another income. Like they are not willing to change the career. They are happy with their job. I have a lot of ladies in my team that have a like cosmetic salon. They enjoy the job, but they can imagine that 2 days of the week they can do something different and not be like in the 1x1 meter squares of the salon and be more with people and not be closed in one room. They are happy with the life, with the job, but they want second income and let's say make day a little different. And the 5-1, complete change of career. And how I find what is the missing puzzle? Supermarket. Hey, how are you? What's your kids? What's your dog? And what's your fish or something? I don't care. Until I find the pain point, the missing puzzle, I'm not ready to pivot because when you do it before, there is like no idea how to make the bridge because that person don't know what you can bring with our solution to their life. Write me please 5 in the chat if this makes sense to you. So where are they? What is missing in their life? And how they can go into our island. Cool. So each time someone stops replying, they ghost you, they just like walk away from conversation, you just skip this part. If there is no need, like no missing puzzle, look, everyone has a missing puzzle. But some people reveal themselves easily. And some people think, okay, Michelle, she's so successful, she don't need anything, she's so good. Yes. Yes. But let's imagine the story that one lady was crazy enough that she knocked on the door of millionaire in Switzerland and told him that he can sell perfumes, right? Sometimes we don't know and look on social media, everyone looks so perfect. What I mean by that, we sometimes need to go a little bit deeper into conversations. Like, no, do you need some money? Hey, we can change again. Like this crap, of course, you can recruit some people. But I'm not sure if you will build the authority of a leader, okay? So how to make a pivot? When I find the pain point or something which is missing in the person's life, and each of us have something missing. Look, write me A in the chat if it's enough that I find the pain point. If it's enough. Like, okay, I have the pain point, now we can go through the bridge. Write A if you think yes, B if it's not like such easy thing. What helps me to go through this process faster, before I contact people, I go through the social media. For example, when I have someone who has a family, in my country, family is very expensive hobby. So when I see someone with the kids, I know, okay, they need some money. Look, if I have a guy who is already married, okay, when he has a kids, a wife, very expensive hobby, so he needs another income. Makes sense. Or when you see someone with a big house, like I make like pre-research. So before I start conversation with those people, I have like little map what should be like missing piece, right? Yes, big house, big mortgage. For example, in Czech Republic, having family is very expensive. So that's the reason why most of the people have only one wife and one family. So it's expensive. Oh, it's joke. I'm joking. Look, so if I find the pain point, 5 areas, the product, how we can improve someone's health or look or something, then community, then personal development or second income, another income, then new career. What is important? Urgency. Because you can have like, maybe I need some money, but what is urgency? Look, everyone wants to make money. If you ask 100 people, all say, I need more money. So it's not like point where I can go through the bridge. What is urgency? I make an example. We have Fiola. Fiola, good evening. For example, look, Fiola wants like next income 500 euro a month. And I say, no, maybe Fiola, you can now join our business. Look, Fiola, I understand that you need some another income. Look, tell me, what those 500 euro a month means to you? What changes in your life? And she say, oh, like, look, I'm really looking forward to move into new flat that I already have in my head, like a vision. So when I have those 500, I immediately can upgrade my lifestyle and move like from bad place to good place. Or she can say, like, nothing big, I just have a new shoes. Look, do you feel the urgency? Like, if there is something which will upgrade the person or remove some pain, that is urgency. To be honest, most of the people change behavior only because of the pain. So I'm looking for people who has need and there is also urgency. For example, when you have person in your team and they, hey Michelle, hey Alexa, I want to be amethyst in like 3 months. And you say, okay, so let's work. And then you see she's not working so good, she's not attending coaching, and say, what's wrong? Say, okay, tell me, what happens if you are not amethyst in 3 months? And you said, nothing. I will just have like less shoes in my closet. But if she say, look, I need 3 months to make this run because if not, we are in big financial problems and we'll not be able to pay the mortgage. Who will go through? Who will be on freeway call in 10 minutes because there is urgency? Write me 5 in the chat if you understand the urgency behind the contact. Because most of the people, they think everyone is motivated, but then they ghost you. It means you maybe don't find the good need of the person, and then maybe you don't focus on urgency. What is important when you're pivoting? Okay, Fiola, you are telling me that you need 500 euros more to upgrade your lifestyle and finally have your like not shared flat or apartment, but your own. Okay. Look, if there is a way how to earn this extra 500 months with proven system, are you willing to take 5 minutes on a call to explore the solution? Are you willing? Not like go on presentation next week. No, I feel I'm ready to jump on Zoom like for 5 minutes and explore what is the solution for this, how we can like find a way. I'm telling her, okay, you are here, you want to be there, and I know the solution. I'm not the solution. I'm not like the tool. I'm just like connector. It's very important because through this, you can pivot anyone. Make sense? Just do that or that I understand. Okay, cool. What's also important, write me one in the chat if you already experienced that some people like, I'm super interested, and then they reply in 1 week. Then they do something and, okay, I will call you back then in 2 weeks. Okay, look, I have some practices to share with you right now that it's like 10 minutes, or we can directly jump on income producing activity. You want me to share this, or we go directly into topic so we can make the Zoom shorter? You want to learn more or end sooner? Okay. Look, what is important, if you want to reach top ranks, not like team leader, amethyst, like really big ranks, it's about respect of your personality. I have a rule that if someone is like, I understand you have different lifestyle situations, I understand, but I have a rule of three, when I say no to conversation. Because for me, that someone is open to talk doesn't mean that they are qualified to enter the team. So if you're like, hey, Yuri, I'm like super interested, let's jump. And then, okay, I cannot, my next 5 minute window is like next month. You say, come on, come on. So, okay, so we can schedule it for next week. And then she like 5 minutes before the call, hey, Yuri, sorry, I cannot make it. Can we make it next time? And you say, okay, we can do it next time. So it's not 2 weeks. My experience, when this happens 2 times, I say, Fiola, I understand you have very busy life. And if this communication works like this, I cannot imagine that even collaboration will work smoother. So for now, I'm not sure if this will work. So let me know when your business, your life gets more like organized. And then we can continue, okay? So I'm saying no. Because you cannot recruit strong people when you are like, can you join my team, please? Like, hey. You see, Michelle is even like more strong. My rule is 3 strikes or 3 days. If person don't reply in 3 days, like, yes, of course, everyone is busy, of course. But look, now in the Middle East, they are shooting rockets, and someone can move the whole artillery, ships, and airplanes through the whole world in 1 day. And someone cannot reply your message in 5 days. Like, kidding me, right? So don't be so soft, because when you respect yourself more, other people will respect you more. Make sense? So this is like number one, say no first. Make declaration post and pivot only when you know the need and there is urgency. Then you will see magic in recruiting. Yes, Tara, you are very soft. And the task for today, not like tomorrow, today, right now, I will explain you what we are doing. If you are like beginner in our team in Shogun, you have number 3. If you are like little experience, 5. Okay, let's be super honest. Now, please reply in the chat. Can you remember that from beginning you at least make some stupid conversation that you just spam someone or made it stupid and say like, oh, I cannot even meet this person on the street? Does it happen at least for you sometimes? Yes. So the task for right now, we have 10 minutes. The task is to repair this genuine conversation and help you how to become like really strong in building rapport with people. So if you are beginner, you open a free conversation. If you are pro, 5. I call it sorry technique, which we learned from like best mentors in this industry. And I just write Michelle, hey Michelle, I hope you are doing great. I just want to say sorry to you. Send. No long text, just this. And Michelle like, what? And then if you have a balls, make a voice message. If you are like soft, just message. Hey Michelle, look, a couple of weeks ago we talked to each other about my new business, and look, I was so amateur, I was so newbie, so I feel that I made something stupid as approach to you, and I just want to be sure that you are okay with me and you are not mad. That's it. Like genuine connection, like just be a human. Of course, we just made some stupid conversations. Just say, hey, and sometimes it was like good contacts, but we screw it anyway, right? We were so like overmotivated. Or you can say, Fiola, sorry, I just went through your city and I remembered that we had like 3 months ago conversation, and sorry, I was overmotivated from my new business. I made stupid approach. I just want to be sure that we are okay and you are not mad. Let me know. Look, if you are the person and you remember that I made stupid approach on you, would this conversation make it better? You'll be just like, okay, it is at least honest. You still think I'm idiot, or I'm like at least aware idiot. Like at least I'm aware of this. Sorry for my rude wordings. Slavic people are a little rude. Sorry. I'm doing my best. So, but it's important just build a conversation, not like, hey, so if you are not mad, you can join our presentation. No, just be human. When you say sorry and you repair the bond, you starting from page 1. Hey, Fiola, thanks that you are so understanding. Look, anyway, it's been a couple of weeks. What you are doing right now? Are you still living in Helsinki? You are still working as that? You are still working there? Oh, that must be very hard. But they pay you in gold, right? Are you crazy? Still pay nothing? Oh, maybe. Look. So right now we are doing sorry technique, okay? If you are new, when you are new, you don't have any stupid conversations or not that much. So you have free contact. Just start first message, then if you are strong, voice. If you are chicken, just write again. Hey, don't look at me. Do it right now. I play the music and now you are doing the conversation. Don't dance, just do the stuff. When you are done, just write me in the chat like done, that I'm aware of it. Let's do it. Just start the conversation. You don't need to do like a whole process. Just say, hey, Michelle, I hope you are doing great. I just want to say sorry to you. Just send it. Send it. Then you will finish like tomorrow. When I did this for the first time, my friend who I approached like 2 years ago, he replied, Yuri, you are drunk. Like, because I sent him like sorry message in like 10 p.m. So he said, Yuri, you are drunk? Like, no, I just like, I'm aware. But even if I'm drunk and the conversation is honest, I'm okay with that. Guys, so what you learned today from Michelle, how to start conversation like on human level, not like ChatGPT ultra robot, but real human. That's only way how you can build quality connections. Michelle also teach you how to find the pain point or something that can be better in life of the people, but the something can be better doesn't mean they are willing to fight for it. But when you go, okay, Fila, Alexandra, Bernata wanna make better life. What happens to them if not? If nothing happens, if there is no pain, there is sometimes no like speed. And in network marketing, speed is important. Okay? So when you know the need and you find the urgency, you are able to find the bridge. And you are not the message, you are just connector. So if you like, I wanna stay fit or something like, okay, so Yiri, you told me that you wanna lose couple kilos to feel better. If there is solution to lose weight without that, and don't spending overpriced like diets, you're ready to listen for 5 minutes. I will tell you more, or I can give you more information, and you will see if it's suitable for you. If there is solution, and you always speak like that from beginning, this vocabulary might sound a little weird, but as you make it again, it will be very smooth. Another part, if you didn't make it yet, make declaration post. Even if you are already in Shogun for a couple of months, like they don't care. You can just send your picture, no text, no chat, just like human picture. Say, hey guys, I want to let you know that after a couple months or 1 year of observation, one industry or one business, I decided to make a jump or change, and I built a new business. And I will be super happy to talk to you next weeks about this amazing news. Just like 3 sentences, no explanation, just make advertisement campaign. Okay? Then idea of opening conversation is not recruiting, is not selling, is about letting people know there is something new in your life and looking for pain points. Say no first when some conversation going nowhere and it takes like ages to jump on a phone. For example, I'm messaging people to get on a phone. My idea is, okay, I just write a couple of messages. I'm sometimes so in a rush that I just ask people how they are doing, what's new. And then when ask me, I just jump on the phone. Like, okay, sorry, I'm busy. Can I call you in 5 minutes? Are you free? And just call them. Sorry, I'm not like best writer. I'm old-fashioned samurai in communication, so I always call. But if it's like, write me next week and we can jump on cool Zoom like next February, like say, Michelle, with full respect, I understand that you are a very busy woman, but if jumping on a call is so hard for you, maybe get back to me when you are more free, or then your stuff is getting like better. Say no first. You will feel better, and you will close conversation right now because you know how it's overwhelming that you think everything is open. Maybe she will get back. No, no. She won't. You already know that. So don't write the when it should be dot. And practice sorry technique more often. You will be surprised how many people you can reopen because you think, maybe she's mad at me because I was amateur. No, maybe she's okay. And she thinks that you are mad because she rejected you. You think she's mad, she thinks you are mad. So when someone makes a move, maybe you will find that you are still friends and she don't even remember that you are stupid. Like made something stupid. Sorry. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Final step of this coaching, write me 1 or 10 in the chat. 10, it means that you have a lot of new ideas you can immediately implement, and write me 1 if like you know everything already and you are diamond. Cool. 10 with fire mean that it's a perfect. 19, it's very good. Maybe lady has 2 brains, so 1 is full and 1 is 9. Good. Guys, it's been a pleasure. See you next time. And next week we will have topic handling objections with one amazing leader from Baltic countries. Good evening, guys, and good luck in sprint.